The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
What up, guys? So I fell asleep last night, I don't know, about 9 o'clock, woke up maybe about 4 o'clock this morning. In typical fashion, in today's temperature and climate, I checked directly to see if there was a Drake or a Kendrick diss track out, because we already know how that's going right now. And obviously Drake dropped a track, so I saw Drake's track. And then after I saw it, I did what any 40-year-old man would do, and I hopped right to Facebook so that I could talk some smack with some people in the comment sections. Because I knew it was 4, but it's 1 o'clock on the West Coast. Somebody's awake. Somebody wants to talk trash. So as I log into Facebook, this is basically what I see, right? So I'm just going to push play. I screen recorded this earlier. I'm just going to push play, and you guys, you'll get it.
Sampling in this is a whole new level of sampling. So all you have to do is generate a kit, and what's cool is it's going to give you a ton of different effects. You can just do so much with it.
All right, so that's me, obviously, as you guys can tell by the voice and the ugly mug in the video. But what's jacked up about this is that Output's not supposed to use this content anymore. So I'm gonna go in this video and basically tell you guys why I think Output is trash. And I think it's jacked up kind of the way that they treat creators who work with them, and kind of the process, because again, this piece of content, this ad that they're running on Facebook and on Instagram, they are not allowed to use my name, my image, or my likeness. We had a contract, and they ended the contract. And so when they ended the contract, they're not allowed to put out any new content on me. And so I will show you guys a little bit more here in just a moment. So I guess we'll start here. All right, guys. So as you can see here, Output reached out to me on February 1st of 2022. So we started doing content together because they reached out to me, not the other way around. I had a contact there named Jen. Jen was awesome. She was always super polite. She was always super nice. Every time I spoke with her, she was just super cool. As you can see here, we have a long thread of just, working together and talking to each other and communicating and all that stuff with each other, right? So Jen was cool. She hooked me up. She got me in there, and, we started working together. So after I had shot a couple of videos, Output came back to me and they asked me, could they use some of my videos in some ads? And they were like, we can pay you, to use those videos in the ads. We know you've already shot them, but, we'll pay you for, for your work. And I'm like, that's cool. And they were like, well, it's only going to be for a year. So the contract and the terms of all this is only good for a year. So, you signing this contract is basically telling us that you're going to allow us to run ads with this content for 1 year. And I was like, I'm fine with that, whatever. I'm cool with that. I liked Output, I like Arcade, I like Thermal, I liked, all those Portal, all those plugins. So it wasn't like I was fabricating how I felt about any of this stuff. I was being honest. And so I said, well, I guess I'm being honest. They're going to pay me for my honest opinion. You guys can go ahead and use my opinion. So that's fine. But we are only using it for 1 year. So then from there, Jen introduced me to Maggie, and Maggie is in charge of, I can't remember exactly what her job is, some kind of promotional job in the company Output. So as you look here in my email thread, you see me and Maggie have had communication back and forth. Some of these have more messages than others. We'll go into that here in a minute, but you'll see right here, it says completed DocuSign. So this was a document that I had to sign, which was basically my content license agreement with Output. So you'll see I signed that on 5/22 or 5/2/22. So that's when I signed my initial content agreement with Output. Okay, that's going to be important here in just a moment. So now I'm still working with Output. Everything's still good. I've probably at this point done 5 or 6 different videos. And Maggie reached out to me. So Maggie reaches out, as you see here, this is June 15th, 2023. Please keep in mind these dates are very important, because these next 2 weeks, it gets kind of weird. And I know we're talking about June 15, 23, but as you can see, it is May of 2024, and they're putting out videos with me in them, and they're not supposed to, So I signed, this is a year later. So Maggie reaches out to me and she said, hope all has been well. I was scoping out this video on YouTube. Love the flow. Would be interested in letting us use this video for marketing purposes. Let me know. So again, they have to contact me before they use my videos for marketing purposes. That's why she's messaging me and she's not just using the video. So I respond back and I'm like, a gentleman named Kevin Lau has reached out to me and I'm going to create some sponsored content for you guys in the next week or two. I'd rather that you guys use that because I'm putting a lot of effort into the music and the video. But he said that to have a script and a rough draft of the video and all this stuff I don't normally do. He said that no script is fine, but I have to send over drafts and do all this other stuff, right? So at this point, before she hit me up, Kevin had hit me up. I don't know who this Kevin Lau dude is. I really didn't like our interaction. I was probably not going to mess with output again if I had to, message this dude again, because it's like I've already done 8, 9 videos for output. And now you're telling me that I got to give you a script. I got to give you different drafts. I got to do a bunch of edits. I mean, for me, that's not worth the money. Like, what you want to pay me to do a bunch of different stuff? Well, I don't do that shit. And so if you guys follow the channel, I tell you guys all the time, whenever I do any kind of sponsored content, I never let the company see the content first. I don't do revisions. I don't do a script. I don't change my mind. I don't waver on something. I just give my honest opinion on whatever it is that I think of the product, So I ended up going back and forth with this guy, Kevin, and I ended up deciding that here with Kevin, I'm going to end up putting out this product. So you can see here, me and Kevin are kind of communicating with each other or whatnot. So on the 26th, I sent him the video. So this was the video I sent him. I never released this video on my channel, but just so that you guys do know, the video is still here. So how to make different beats in arcade, June 26, 2023. I'm glad I left this video just hanging out in my archive, but I never published it. So as you can see, it has no views, no likes. It's just uploaded. It's private, but it's the video. I mean, it's the whole video. I did what I was supposed to do.
What up, guys? Welcome back to some age, some simmer, some shimmer, some delay.
So I did everything that they asked me to do on this partnership, okay? So I send it over to Kevin. So then you see here it says, hey, Charles, just a quick update. We chatted with Output. They decided that they don't want to use your video to go live. We'll still pay you for all your work. You put into making the video. You should get payment in the next few days. But ultimately, they decided that they don't want to post the video. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm really sorry for the sudden change, right? So now for me, that's kind of weird because, again, I've done a whole bunch of content with Output and all this other stuff. So then the very next day, I get this email, or maybe 2 days later, or the next day, I get this email for June 29th. It says contract with Output is expiring. So now all of a sudden my contract's expired, even though my contract should be good for like another 10 months because these contracts go like basically from year to year. So I'm confused and I'm not understanding what's going on. So I read the terms of the actual contract. So let's go ahead and come back here into the contract. So I read the terms of the actual contract. And I was going to make a video on this, but I just didn't in the past. But so as you look here, the terms and termination. This agreement may be terminated by either party upon 30 days prior written notice to the other party. 30 days notice. Where the other party has materially breached this agreement and has failed to substantially cure each breach within 30 days of written notice. So I haven't even been told what I breached in our contract. I wasn't given a 30-day notice. I wasn't given anything. And then it says right here, effects of termination. The provisions of section 4 through 9 will survive the termination of this agreement. Notwithstanding anything in this agreement to the contrary, the parties agree that after the termination of this agreement, Output is not obligated to remove any social media posts or other uses incorporating the content that was created during the term. Output agrees it will not make any new post incorporating otherwise using the content after the term without the prior written consent of the licensor. So I guess now what I'm getting at, because now I'm mad. So I held off all that because I didn't want to just be angry man with a rant. Y'all owe me some money. Y'all need to take my shit down. You need to take me off your site. We don't work together no more. We don't do business no more. You cannot use me to promote your product. Have I left some of the stuff up on my page because I did a review on it? Yes, because it was still an honest review and it's still my opinion of whatever the product is. I don't have to furthermore promote you in the future, so take my shit off your ad or there's going to be a problem or you need to financially pay me. Y'all owe me some money. And so why this gets extra frustrating for me is because a long time ago, I brought up this letter right here. So I know a lot of you guys remember this letter where basically somebody sent emails to all the companies that I work with. And they just told them all this stuff. I know this might be random email, but I have been a little bit concerned about one of the people who advertises for you in the past few weeks. I would like to remain anonymous in this situation for fear of being ridiculed and harassed in real life. I don't want to cancel anybody or tell you guys not to do business with someone, since that is your choice and who you deal with, and that is up to you. I would also appreciate if this contact form wasn't mentioned, because I have worded my concerns to the creator directly and would like to avoid any negative interactions and harassments from him. The creator I'm talking about is SumnSumnSumnHTK. I know he is a content creator and can act any way he wants to on his platform, but seeing him act this way just makes me concerned for who sees his content and associates his actions with you. Here's some links from his live streams that made me concerned for his health and his status as a creator with your company. It just doesn't seem professional. I know it's his choice, whatever, you get the fucking point. This person over here is ranting because I was doing whatever I was doing on my live stream, which I wasn't breaking any laws at all. I've never broken any laws on a live stream. So even if I was drinking or whatnot on a live stream, I'm 43 years old. If I want to drink on a live stream, I can get as hammered as I want to. I get it, I shouldn't, but I'm just saying if I choose to, I'm not breaking any laws. That's not something that somebody should be sending letters to these companies. And so some chump who I know who did this, I know who this person is, they sent this over to all these companies. So now when I said, remember the dates, why this is all important, the date on this is June 27th. So all of this stuff happened where they contacted me. They wanted me to shoot a video. I got the video to them the 26th. So then they reviewed it the 27th, but the 27th, this person sent them that email to somebody at Output. Then Output reached out to Kevin and like, we can't do it because we're getting complaints or whatever the case is. So at the end of the day, I just thought I'd put this video together because I am pretty pissed off. I want Output to take my shit down, and I want them to pay me because you guys owe me money. You can't just use my name, image, and likeness without, you know what I'm saying, giving me money, especially when you guys have breached the terms of the contract in more than one place. So you didn't give me 30 days. You didn't give me a written 30-day notice on why you wanted to break or terminate the contract. You guys are illegally using my video. You know, so you guys need to probably reach out to me sometime today. I know you guys are going to see the video because I'm definitely tagging you motherfuckers in this shit. That's what I got for you guys today. I know this isn't my normal video, but I had to put this shit out because they can't be using our name, image, and likeness, our stuff, for their own personal gain without making sure that they compensate us properly as well. So make sure if you guys do like this content, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some hit the key.